Hey, my name's Jeremy Vest and I'm the Senior Evangelist here. I wanted to personally thank you for being a vidIQ user. We know how tough it is to be a video creator, and we're here to help you on your journey. In today's webinar, I'm going to show you our favorite features so you can get more views and grow your channel fast with vidIQ. And then you can ask us any questions you'd like.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
So after you install vidIQ, one of the first things you're going to see is the scorecard. One of my favorite parts of vidIQ. The overview section shows the vidIQ score. This is based on the popularity of your video compared to other videos. The next section is views per hour, or VPH. This is what vidIQ calls velocity. Then you can see your views, how many subscribers this video drove, what percentage of your subscribers watched this video, the average view time, and the total duration of the video. You can also see the top devices your viewers watched this video on, and the top countries your viewers came from. This next section is social. It shows things like engagement rates and where your engagements came from. You can see your like to dislike ratios, how many comments this video has, and how many Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook followers you have. Alright, the next section is SEO. There are 5 types of actions you can take to improve your video SEO. The first is tag count. This shows how many tags you're using. Tag volume shows how many tags you're ranking for. And then we show you how many keywords are in the title, how many keywords are in the description, and then your score for having the keywords in the tag, title, and description, or what we like to call tripled keywords. The performance section is based on how your videos are doing in the real world, based on the tags you're ranking for. Ranking for high volume tags is the gold standard, and it's really difficult to do. I love this next section as well. It's the video optimization checklist. So after you've uploaded a video, you can come here and see what you've missed. You can see if your tags, titles, or descriptions are too short or long. You can see if you've missed adding a card or an end screen or closed captions. So use this as your checklist to make sure you have everything covered. The controversial keywords section is just for our paid customers, but essentially what it does is it shows you keywords that could be potentially demonetized in your tags, titles, or descriptions. In the channel section, we show you the total amount of views for the channel, the average daily views, what country the channel is from, how many views in the last 30 days, how many total subscribers, how many average daily subscribers, subscribers for the last 30 days, and the YouTube rankings. Video tags are really useful because it shows you what tags were used for that video and how they rank on YouTube. You can see video tags for any video on YouTube. Channel tags just show you what tags are used in the channel section. All right, next we're going to talk about the channel audit. The first 3 numbers show views, subscribers gained, and watch time month over month. You can scroll over each section and see the details. And for me personally, I always want to know I'm going up and to the right every month. This next section shows the content to double down on. So essentially, this is your best content based on views per hour, total watch time, subscribers gained, engagement rate, and top search terms. So this is the content we recommend you focusing on and doing more of. In the next section, we actually show you what you're doing right and wrong so you can go improve those things right now. So for example, the titles, descriptions, and tags, if they were too short or too long, they would show up red, and you could go click and fix those. So for example, I have 2 videos without cards. I can click on these and I can see exactly which videos don't have cards, and I can go fix them. And I can do the same thing for end screens and playlists. So the channel audit is really powerful. It shows you what content's working best and why, and it shows you what you can fix. So if you want to check out how you're doing compared to your competitors, you can add up to 3 competitors with a free version and a lot more for our paid customers. You can see how your competitors are doing in the past 48 hours, this week, this month, or all time. Another cool feature is you can see the top keywords your competitors are using. Now up here, you'll see our real-time stats bar. In order to be monetized by YouTube, you now need 4,000 hours watched and 1,000 subscribers. This tool shows you where you are in that process, and it also has some great insights to see how many views you've had in the last 48 hours, 7 days, how many minutes you've had watched in the last 7 days, and how many total subscribers. So when you're uploading or editing a video, you can start typing in tags. And you'll see that vidIQ actually recommends tags as you're typing. And if you want more results, you'll have to update to a paid plan. And below, you'll see some recommendations as well. When I type something on YouTube, our search panel actually shows you the monthly searches for that term, the highest views, average subscribers, and it shows you our keyword score based on search volume and competition. It also shows you related search terms, which is really important in understanding the entire search ecosphere of what you're looking to rank for. We also show you the top search keywords. Paid plans get a lot more recommendations. What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a good day today. All right, so feel free to ask questions, anything about vidIQ. We really appreciate you being a vidIQ user, and we are here this hour to help you. So it's all about you. Let us know how we can help you. I know Life with Passions asks a lot of good questions here. So we're going to start going through all of these questions here in a second. We're going to be doing channel audits, but we also want to help you with this software. What parts of the software are you having problems with? Are there anything, is there anything that you just feel like you just don't get? Can you easily go add tags and make keyword recommendations? And, what are those things that are holding you back as a content creator? So I'm going to start going through some of the questions, and then we'll get into any software specific questions you guys have. And then in a little bit, we'll get to the channel audits. So this link will work later if you want to go back and replay this. It'll just be unlisted. We're not going to make this public. So this is for our customers only. It's not necessarily for the public, but the replays will be available. And I'm going to be auditing a whole lot of channels here in a second. All right. On recommended tags, is the lower number better? So the higher the number on recommended tags is the better. Now, if the number is blue with white text, that means where you rank. So that number would be lower the better, because that's where you're going to be ranking on youtube.com in search. My thumbnails do not appear to be in HD. What are the tools on getting good quality parameters to use? So market dimensions advisory, basically you want to use a photo editing tool, and you want to make your thumbnails 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels. And effectively that's an HD thumbnail. You can use Photoshop, Canva, PicMonkey, you name it. Any type of photo editing tool will work. I do recommend, if you're not used to Photoshop, I would use something like Canva or PicMonkey to make it a little more simple on yourselves. Canva even has templates for Photoshop thumbnails. So I would definitely find a photo editing program that works for you. I have a lot of old non-optimized videos on my page. Is it best to delete those and just keep less content by higher focus and optimize, than add those old videos when trimmed? So if you have a lot of old videos, the problem, 2 years ago, I used to make my living optimizing older videos for big brands. The problem now, though, is one of the biggest ranking factors is how long people watch your videos. But the more people are going to watch your videos if you have something called velocity, or views per hour. So when you put up a new video, you kind of have this honeymoon phase, and you rank a little higher than you normally do for the first few hours. So if you get a lot of views and subscribers and comments and shares very quickly. If you get a lot of views, the first couple of days, your velocity of that video is going to go higher, and then YouTube is going to probably, with browse features and other elements, it's probably going to share your video and show your video more in search and suggested all over the place. So the higher velocity you have, the more likely you are to start ranking. The problem with optimizing old videos is most of the time these videos are already kind of dead and not really doing anything. If they have a lot of views, I really wouldn't touch the titles or do much. My philosophy would honestly to be move forward, not backwards on YouTube, and just, get 1% better every week and just keep on making more content every week. If this content truly is valuable and it just was never seen, you may want to delete it, re-upload it, get better thumbnails on it, and make sure your tag styles and descriptions are focused on what the video is about. One of the biggest mistakes people make with older videos is, I always say, a dog can't be a cat. So you can't try to rank a video for something it's not about. So if you're trying to rank that video for something and it never really just panned out before, deleting it and re-uploading it isn't a horrible idea. I just would fundamentally look forward, not backwards. All right. Hello to everyone. A lot of people saying hi. Sir, I have completed more than a year, but don't have any subscribers or views. I tried vidIQ tips and TubeBuddy tips, but no results. Please help. Okay, well, we will audit your channel here later, and we will give you some help. Gathering a whole bunch of channels to audit. So if you want me to audit your YouTube channel, throw it in. Tell me you want an audit, and I'll grab it from the link in the chat. Please guide me to be a pro from a beginner YouTube. I'll do what I can for you, LOL Burger. An hour, maybe a little less time than I need for that, but we'll try. All right, Steven, I will audit your channel as well. The active old fart. I already like you, Steven. That's a pretty great YouTube channel name. All right, just going through some of these more questions and we'll get started. Grabbing one more channel to audit. And do you guys have any questions on the actual software? And Damage Starts here says he's made a lot of changes to his channel since the last time we've audited it. So we're definitely going to re-look at Damage Darts there to see how he's doing. Okay, I too have free vidIQ and it's not taking off. Please help. So Brandy, before we get into these channel audits, I'm going to go through some of the top things I like to do as a creator using our vidIQ software. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the screen mode. And one of the first things I like to do, a lot of you guys are saying, hey, help. I don't know how to get more views and subscribers. First off, just know YouTube is really, really difficult. One of the biggest things creators do wrong is they don't make consistent content. They're not necessarily matching the passion plus intent is what I like to call this. So understand what people are searching for within the content you're making, and then bring passion and fire and energy to that subject. Whether you're entertaining someone or you're helping someone, you really need to bring that energy and passion and your gifts to the world so that you have some type of differentiator. One of the biggest things people do, like gaming wise, is they all just do the exact same stuff. And if you don't stand out, as Seth Godin says, be the purple cow. If you don't find a way to reach people differently or reach a different group of people, or niche down, focusing your channel on a specific thing, odds are you're going to be like me too. You know, everyone does Fortnite 6 gaming. How does your Fortnite 6 gaming, how is it different? You know, are you giving a retrospective? Are you character developing? Like what makes your channel different than everyone else? So when people say, hey, I'm really not going anywhere, first thing I look at is, does this content actually help in a unique way or entertain in a unique way compared to others? Are you putting out consistent content, a minimum of 1 video a week? Do you have a sense of who your audience will be? And are you talking to them, communicating to them, and trying to build this audience? It's not a one-way conversation. Really, creators are here for their fans, and they basically work for the viewers and their fans. So it's really deep. I'm going to put in these channel audits, I'm going to put a lot of my philosophies of how a channel can do better. So hopefully you can take a lot of these principles as well. One of my favorite tools is the channel audit. This is a pretty darn cool tool. Now, paid users get more options and free members get less options. That's pretty much true with most of our tools. If you really want to know the major difference between the paid versions and the free versions, the Boost free version gets a whole lot more stuff. And you can actually get a 30-day free Boost trial if you sign up and use the promo code webinar. So this first part up here shows views, subscribers gains, and watch time month over month. So this is really just showing you your overall health of the channel based on views, subscribers gain, and watch time. Down here shows what videos are doing the best based on what metric. So for example, velocity, engagement, views, subscribers gained. We even show you how well your competitors are doing by views per hour. So Video Creators has the second best video right now trending by views per hour, and then YouTube themselves is second. And then we can actually, in the paid version, click and see 20 of the top for all of these metrics. So let's say you wanted to grow your subscribers, and that really was your number one goal. You wanted to get to 100,000 subscribers. What you would do is you would look at this list of the top 20 videos by subscriber growth. So this top video has 170 subscribers per 1,000, or 91 subscribers per 1,000 views. So almost a 10% conversion of views to subscribers. That's a very high ratio. So what I would do is I'd go click on this video and I would see why. Why does this video get way more subscribers than everything else? And I'll try to scientifically break that down and figure out why these types of videos are, is it because of the keywords we used or the phrasing, or maybe we asked you to subscribe 5 times in the video. So we really want to dissect that information and see what that is. So this top section is all about showing you your winners, the best performing videos by views or engagement or watch time, and then playlists. And then down here, we show you what's doing the worst. This is content you may want to contemplate not doing anymore. It's losing the most subscribers per 1,000 views. It's getting the lowest views, the lowest watch time, the lowest retention. So you have your how the channels are doing, what the winners are, and what really the losers are. What is performing the worst. And then down here, what we're doing, this is really cool. If the tags, titles, descriptions are too short or long, we're going to have red. These numbers are going to be red. You'll be able to click on those numbers and be able to see what tags, titles, and descriptions you may want to work on. On the bottom, on this actionable section, if you're missing cards, end screens, thumbnails, or playlists, you can click on this and you can actually see exactly what videos are missing cards, end screens, playlists. And then you can actually click this edit button and go add those cards. So that's really, really powerful. And in my opinion, this tool, even though it looks simplistic, is one of the most powerful YouTube tools ever made, because very quickly, a lot of channel managers used to take an hour to get to this point. Now you can just look at it in seconds. So how am I doing? What's the winners? What's the losers? What am I missing on my channel? Am I missing cards, end screens? So very, very powerful tool. That's one of my favorite tools. Another one of my favorite things to do is, let's say that I talk about gaming, or I'm a baker, and I'm going to type in how to bake a cake. So my next favorite tool is over on the right hand side. We actually show on how to bake a cake how many monthly searches there are on YouTube, what related terms and top search terms are around this term, and then top search keywords. So there's all kinds of really neat information. And what I like to do is I like to start understanding what my channel keywords are about by typing in either how to bake a cake, or waiting for this drop down menu in YouTube to show up. And it would be how to bake a cake Lazy Town, how to make a cake Little John. I have no idea what that is, but that's scary. But you can see this drop down menu actually shows you what YouTube considers the most important or most searched for terms. So in order. So this is really, really neat. And what's interesting about this is you can get a lot of data just from this alone. Now, combine this with the vidIQ tool that shows you the entire universe of terms. And with the paid plan, you can get tons and tons of these universal terms. So another cool thing is I can click on each one of these terms and we pick up our keyword inspector. So within this universe of terms, there's another universe of terms related to baking a cake. So by understanding your universe of what people are searching for, and then matching content that is passionately teaching or entertaining people, you can really get a huge, you can get a huge audience by answering questions people are asking, but you can get a huger audience by answering questions people are asking with passion. I'm going to check some questions real quick. Pitch Ace 88, I will get back to you quickly here in a second. So that's really my second favorite tool, is just understanding what the keywords are. And then I'm going to show you what it's like to actually go and edit tags within a video itself. So Rob, who's answering your questions right now, saw that YouTube was down last night, and the second got it back up, he brilliantly went live. And I have no idea what he talked about for an hour and a half, but he has over 15,000 views just because he kind of jumped in on the moment, if you will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in a couple of key terms like, why is YouTube down? Or YouTube down. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click boost. And this is mostly available for our paid customers. But what's really interesting is we're going to tell you what terms are relevant based on what you started typing in the keywords. So for example, 500 internal server error, YouTube channels are down. YouTube channels are down, not working, 500 internal server error. So check out how cool this is. We actually tell you what people are searching for exactly, so that you can use those tags in your titles and descriptions and the tag area. So in my humble opinion, this is one of the best tools we have. It is very, very, very relevant to the tags that you're going to type in. And all you would do is you would click the plus to add those as tags. And it'll just pop it right up in here. So YouTube channels are down 500 internal server error. So very interesting. Another thing we show is videos to gain from, sort by matches. So it's possible on the right hand side, we will show you trending videos based on views per hour or velocity, so that you may want to learn from them. You may want to see what tags and titles they've used. You don't want to copy them. You just may want to learn from search intent and how they're doing. And you may want to understand why their videos are getting so many views per hour. All right. So I'm going to start doing some audits, and in between audits, I'll start answering some of these more complex questions you guys are asking. Keep these questions coming. We are here for you. This is all about you and your channel and your journey and being a video creator. Regardless if this is your first time using vidIQ, like JB Wagner, or if you have 70,000 subscribers, like another one of our commenters does. So this is all about you. Please ask a lot of questions, and I'm going to start the first audit. All right. So the first thing I want to say about this audit is it looks great. The banner looks really good. Natural hair, lifestyle, travel. What I like is the blue in the hair. It just really makes it simple for me to know what the video is about. I see this beautiful natural hair. It's simple. There's not a lot going on in the background. And I immediately know, okay, natural hair. Cool. Now, natural hair, lifestyle, and travel may be a lot to cram into one channel. I would probably focus on hair, natural hair, African American hair, and I'll show you how I would get to these key terms here in a second. But we have a channel a few miles from our house here in near Dallas, Texas, where they have over 1 billion views and almost 6 million subscribers just teaching hair tutorials. So don't ever think that you need to be 3 or 4 things on a channel. Unless you're a vlog, I would be one thing and one thing only. And the reason for that is the way that we understand the YouTube AI candidate engine, the way we understand how YouTube selects your viewers is based on their watch history. So if your channel is about bacon and skateboarding and breakdancing, YouTube's going to have no idea who to send to your channel. If your channel is about natural hair products or natural hair tutorials, then YouTube is going to know exactly what your channel is about. And your subscribers are going to exactly know what they're going to get. And they're probably going to have a better reason to subscribe if it's very, very clear of what they get. On the banner here, I would also recommend a what and why statement. So I would, instead of just saying natural hair, I would say something like natural African American hair or natural hair, so you can look your best, or you can be confident, or you can rock your work day. So I would highly recommend having a what and why statement here, not just stating what you do, but stating why you do it. Because we all want to be part of a bigger purpose in life. And a good example of this is Tim Schmoyer on Video Creators says, Master YouTube, spread your message. So he wants people to learn YouTube so that they can go spread their messages and make bigger channels. Your thumbnails are great. They really are very, very well done. What I would recommend is bring your face about 30 to 40% bigger so that we can actually see the whites of your eyes, and even get even more expressive and more YouTuber face. People are not going to click on something that doesn't look exciting or curious or, giving someone a reason to click. So thumbnails are great. I don't even think I would have any of the text. Honestly, right now, I'm old, but I can't even read the text on your thumbnail. So I'd probably just remove it altogether and just really highlight your hair as kind of the fundamental piece of your thumbnails. And then the next thing, right now you have things like hair, pipe, updated, flat twist, out. Let me show you what I would do here. I would do something like, I'm going to see if flat twist. Yeah. So what you should be doing is something like flat twist out hair tutorial. Or how to flat twist out hair. And then this is what people are actually searching for. And you still need to add your flavor to this title. So you still need to say like 7 ways or the best way, or, you got to give some of your flavor to this title. But when you're doing hair tutorials, I would really understand what people are searching for and then make a video specifically around that. And you can see a lot of these have 300,000, 500,000, 100,000, 800,000. So a lot of these videos have a lot of views. And the reason for that is they were able to intersect their personality and matching the intent of search of what people are searching for at that exact moment in time. So you definitely want to understand a little more of what people are searching for. So how to flat twist out natural hair instead of hair updated flat twist out new parting. So if you named this differently, if your tags, titles, and descriptions and playlists or series playlist was named that exact how to flat out whatever is flat out twist hair, then you probably honestly would have got a double or triple the views you got. Another thing is maybe there's a bigger category than that. So like natural hair tutorials, flat twist out. I know that if you type in like waterfall braid or buns, the Cute Girl Hairstyles, the channel I was talking about earlier, they actually rank for all of these things. So the way they are able to get those billion views is they first started by answering the exact questions people are asking. All right. Hopefully that helped. Please let me know if you have any more questions, or also let us know if that did help. I appreciate you letting us play around with your channel. You're doing a really good job. You'll be at 500 subscribers before you know it. All right, success mantra. All right, so I'm guessing this is India math type of stuff. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll do the best I can to give you a explanation of maybe why your channel's not growing at the pace you want. The first thing I'm going to look at is you seem to be publishing a lot of content. My problem, though, is very quickly, based on your thumbnails alone, I have no idea what your videos are about based on the thumbnail alone, because it's just so much. There's so many words and there's so many things happening. I'm going to show you an example. I'll just show you an example of a thumbnail we do here at vidIQ. So the first thing you're going to notice is not a lot of text. You're also going to notice a big expressive face. And then for us, we're going to tie it all together from a branding perspective with a blue background. And finally, we're going to storytell what the video is about. So instead of using a whole lot of text to explain what the video is about, we're going to use things like logo symbols and illustrations to really explain what the video is about. A lot of things, there's nonverbal communications greater than verbal communication. So some things just don't have to be said. For example, on the very end here, Steve Dotto pointing at an audience and the text is "they matter." That probably has more visual impact and more clickability than audience matters. You also have to stand out with these thumbnails. So the more crowded they are, the harder they are to honestly understand. So I would have something like SECJE 2017 changes, exam changes, or something simple like that. I wouldn't put all of the text in the thumbnail. I would also probably have your face or someone's face there. And then I would probably have something about math or what the quiz looks like or the book cover of the quiz, something that really represents what you're talking about. And depending on what language the content's in, you don't necessarily have to have your thumbnails in multiple languages. I would just do the thumbnail design in the language the video's in. I wouldn't try to do both because honestly, it typically is just too much. You're gonna rarely rank for both languages. Even though YouTube's a global channel, you're probably going to rank for what the video was recorded in, what the tag styles and descriptions are, what language they're in. So thumbnails are super busy. I would say this is a huge, huge detriment to your channel growth. I would even bet if I typed in something like SSCJE exam, wow, never mind. A lot of the thumbnails in this space are as busy as yours. So maybe what you want to do is you want to actually explore like something like best math tips. And you see Albert Einstein and you see a little bit of text, but it's very easy to read, or how to get better at math. And you see a math problem. You may want to really study these type of thumbnails because these are probably going to get a lot higher impressions to views, impressions to clicks, than the busier thumbnails. So you may want to just kind of look through math thumbnails and see good examples and start making your own versions of those. Beyond that, I definitely think the actual titles themselves do not have a lot of search intent. So you want to definitely see what people are actually searching for and then answer those questions. So instead of making statements out of your titles, make sure that you're trying to answer the questions people are asking. And then I would also do them in a series, if possible. All right, Texas Brew Crafters, a man after my own heart. I live in Dallas, so I love most of these beers I see up here already. Very cool stuff. So it looks like I watched one of your videos before this started. Looks like you have another channel, and this is your new channel. Congratulations. You're about to hit 100 subscribers. The banner looks great. And the reason the banner looks great is because it tells me exactly what I need to know, Texas beers. What I would like to see is something like, I know this is cheesy, but something Texas, so I know it's specifically regarding Texas up there in the banner. And then it would be nice to know why your channel matters. Maybe it's because you're independent and these guys aren't paying you. Maybe it's because, people want a different opinion. Or maybe it's because no one's doing this and people are curious about Texas beer. So you may want to put a little kind of messaging, if you will, on the header and in your videos to explain to people why this channel matters or what it's really about. So another thing is your thumbnails are very, very decent. A few small tweaks. What I would do is I would actually make the beer itself 60 to 80% of the frame, and I would take extreme close-up shots. I want to see the bubbles. I want to see the foam head. I want to see glass definition. So make it this just beautiful beer, right? Focus on that. And then on the other side of the frame, maybe you're holding up the beer, or maybe you have a YouTuber's face. So on the other 20, 30% of the frame, it'll be you, but then the beer is the hero shot. Maybe it's even a shot like you holding the beer and then your face is back here. So having your face and the beer in the shot, just try to make both your face and the beer a lot bigger. I would definitely use a DSLR camera, not a still from an image or a video. To just get as much definition as you can from those beer shots. Another thing is instead of using your name in all the titles, Texas Brew Crafters, I would actually figure out what words are the biggest phrase for Texas. You already have Texas Brew Crafters. You're already going to rank for that term, so you don't have to add that to the title. So I do something like Texas Brew Crafters may be a thing. It may actually be Texas Craft Brew, Texas Craft Beer, Texas Beer. So you may just want to see what is getting the most search results using our tool. But you'll just want to understand your keyword universe, and instead of using your name, I would use what people are searching for the most in Texas beer, in craft beer specifically. Beyond that, I'm not very concerned on exactly what the videos are about, like what beer, but the generalized philosophy I would do is I would figure out the biggest term for Texas beer, Texas craft beer, Texas breweries, and then the name of the beer, like Shiner Bock, and then what the video's about. That's the order of importance that I would put the tag styles and descriptions and playlists. All right, so work on those titles, work on those thumbnails, add just a few little things to the banner so that people really quickly can self-identify to know exactly what you're about. But kick butt job, keep on going. I'm going to answer a couple questions before I get into this next one. So the Blaze asks, by the way, hi, how are you guys doing? I believe you guys are right here as well in the Dallas area. I could be wrong. So if you're a larger network, how many videos should you put out per day? My suggestion is as much as you can, but don't make bad content. As long as you can maintain the quality of content. We have a friend of vidIQ, Evan Carmichael. He puts out up to 3+ videos every day. He's about to cross 2 million subscribers. So it's not necessarily about how much you put out. It's about making sure you're putting out content people want to consume, people are searching for, and what people will share and watch. So it's not about how many pieces. I will say there is, on YouTube specifically, there is a fundamental, probably like wall that you can hit. I was doing a channel audit at Vid Summit last week, and there was a channel that has 150 channels, and they do 6 live cameras on each of the 150 channels. So I'm like, I don't even know how many. They have like 1,000 live streams going at one point, is what I'm saying. And they can find their audiences within each channel, within the 6 live streams of each channel. So you just have to do the work. As long as you're targeting the same audience, content is going to, that is liked and watched, content will be consumed. All right. All right, guys, and the Blaze and all of you Texas creators, you definitely want to come out to the meetup, Texas Video Creators. It's Thursday night. It's free. One of the employees here at vidIQ, Lee Ron from South Africa, is going to be talking and giving channel audits live in the Plano area. So if you are in North Dallas, definitely the Blaze, all you guys come out. It's go to meetup.com and it's Texas Video Creators. You should definitely check that out. And we definitely like beer here in Texas. Okay, moving on. Life with passion. First off, I love this because if you're a vlog, for example, or if you're a shopping channel, defining what your channel is about is important. What I would recommend for this banner is to actually put yourself or your face, your family on this banner so that people can identify with you. People do not consume YouTube for products and services. They consume YouTube to meet other humans, believe it or not, and connect with other humans. So try to put your face in here. Also explain what your channel is, like shopping, so that you can live life with the passion. Life with the passion, I really have no idea what your channel is. Is it a vlog? Is it a shopping channel? I have no idea. And then on your thumbnails here, they're actually very good. Some of these, like the designer blouses, and then showing 2 or 3 different pictures. Very, very, very well done. And the reason it's well done is because when you're shopping, for example, it's very hard to see one angle and understand what something looks like. So having 2 or 3 different shots is really good. Now, on this first video on the left here, you can actually get too complicated. And I really don't know what any of this is because they're so small. There's like 5 different pictures and I don't know what the theme is. Is it baskets? I have no idea. So this one, the second image is great because I can see this outfit from 3 different angles, but this one is very complicated and confusing. Another thing I would recommend on thumbnails, guys, is to make sure you have some type of branding consistency so that you can see, darn well when you see a vidIQ thumbnail. There's no mistaking it for TubeBuddy or another company. This is a vidIQ thumbnail because we've branded it consistently. The messaging, the fonts, the colors, the background color, the big face, it's very, very, very consistent. So our recommendation to all of you is to make sure that you have a branding consistency in your thumbnails. Also, the biggest thing I see on this channel and I see on most channels is lack of focus. It's really, really difficult to grow a channel large when you're talking about a lot of different stuff. So I would focus down on a specific thing. And let me give you an example. So for example, if I was going to sell something in fashion or beauty, I would not sell makeup. I would sell eye makeup or eyelash stuff specifically. So I would be a niche of a niche. I would really, really hone in exactly what you're going to become a perceived thought leader on or a salesperson for, and I would really focus. Also, look how amazing these thumbnails are in eye makeup tutorial and brown glitter makeup. These are very well clear, amazing thumbnails. So I don't think it's very practical to say I'm going to be a beauty vlogger or a beauty blogger anymore. I think you should actually say, I'm going to specifically teach people how to make better eyebrows or, you know, or foundation or whatever you want to do. But I would get very, very, very focused to a point to where your channel is about this one thing and really helping people do one thing and one thing only. All right, market dimensions advisory. Congratulations on crossing 100 subscribers. That's really awesome. Now, I will say, fundamentally on the banner here, I would like to see you or someone in your company here so that I can subconsciously connect with you to see if I fit in your culture. Another thing I would like to say is market dimensions advisory. That may mean something to your target audience. I don't know, but it means nothing to me. I really don't know what that means. So if possible, I would just be extremely, extremely focused and tell people exactly the what and why you do what you do. So on vidIQ, we educate your YouTube journey. On my channel, let's see here. I teach people thumbnails, master thumbnails, so they can win clicks, get more views, win clicks. So it's very, very precise and very, very, very focused. So I'm guessing this is trading, futures trading. I'm going to go look at some videos here. So one thing I'm noticing market dimension advisory is you have the specifics of what the video is about. So like volume and analyst trading tools reviewed. But I wonder if there's a broader category or broader topic we could also add to this. So I'm just going to type in _volume analyst trading. So this is a very focused niche. That's great. Like you can find an audience of a couple 100,000 people probably, or 50,000 people that want exactly what you do. So from the focus perspective, this is great. What I would recommend you do is really understand, using our tools, really understand what people are searching for to a T, so that you can make a series of videos around that biggest thing. So is it stock market or trading? And maybe that's it. Maybe it's volume analysts in trading, or volume analyst software. But I would start all of your titles with this one phrase, and then I would make 20, 30, 40, 50 videos around that one theme. But well done. Work on those titles, improve the banner a little bit, and those thumbnails are a little busy, so to really just make yourself and what the video is about a lot more focused and clear. All right. And I'm going to get to a lot of more of your questions, guys, here in a second. The active old fart. That is a brilliant name. I would actually like to see your picture here instead of kind of like emojis. That way people can relate to you or not. Finances, health, death, purpose, and dreams. So you may be able to categorize this into old people stuff. Like I'm not exactly sure. Like it may even be like categorized into retirement planning. So retirement planning actually gets quite a lot of search. So it actually gets 100,000 views a month in search. Right now, you have some good terms, like retiring in Ecuador is great. So what I would do is have series. Like if you want to have a series in retiring in Ecuador, do one video a week on that so that you really do well in rankings. But beyond that, I would actually probably have a series in retirement planning for active or healthy, or for the active person, something where you tie in your passion, which is active, and then all of these other things. So maybe retirement planning isn't the term for you. I'm just guessing here, but I'm trying to teach you how to fish with these doing SEO keyword research. So figure out what this bigger thing is for your channel and then focus all of your energy on your channel on this one thing. And then you got to get yourself in the thumbnails and make them a little more consistently colorful and focused. Right now, you go from guinea pigs, which I understand that is a delicacy in Ecuador, but you don't really talk about Ecuador in that place, so there's not really an overall theme. And Mark Dimensions Advisory, doing a great job. He just started making videos in the past 2 weeks. Really well done. Hopefully this advice helps you. And you guys can always reach out to our support team if you have any more questions. The focus is on enjoying retirement. So I love that. So what I want you to do, Stephen, is I want you to just start typing in all of these terms around retirement and see what resonates with you, and then make a series of videos around those retirement terms and using that main phrase in your tag styles and descriptions on every video you make. All right, hardware I don't know how to pronounce that, but moving on. Great thumbnails here. You're doing very well on subscribers, million subs. Congratulations. Looks like you recently crossed that line. I'm going to look at some of your best performing videos. It's interesting. There's a huge trend on YouTube that when I go to your best performing videos, almost like probably 90+% of the channels we visit are from 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I find that very interesting. I wonder if that really is like an algorithmic thing. Oh, it's Slain for Canadian. Got it. So you probably know who Steve Dotto is, a friend of vidIQ. He's got a great channel. He's a tech guy in Canada. You probably know who he is. So top 5 gaming mice, instant gaming, real headphones gaming, gaming on a USB stick, HyperX Cloud Singer. I did their YouTube strategy last year. That's pretty cool. All right. So really, really well done channel, guys. This is how things are supposed to be done. He uses search intent of what people are searching for in his titles to name them. I definitely can see a huge improvement in thumbnails here in the last few months. Some of these thumbnails are just amazing. And the reason they're amazing, let me just break this down for everyone else. The reason they're amazing, they have color, they have pop, they have saturation, they have interest. So this purple background really pops the product out and makes it curious and interesting. He's got the YouTuber face going on here, and arrows and question marks and reasons you should click. So when you're making thumbnails, you are in battle for all of the suggested videos around your video. why would someone click on your thumbnail versus someone else's? If you make a good thumbnail like this thumbnail, I'm guessing this thumbnail double or triples the typical click-through rate of most of our thumbnails. So let's say the typical person gets 3 to 5% click-through rate on their thumbnails, and this thumbnail gets 15%. Theoretically, he's going to get 3 times more views. So the reason we just keep on pounding thumbnails is because they are absolutely critical if you want to maximize your views. Also, the more click-through rate, the more YouTube thinks your content's relevant to your audience. You see how there's just a lot of excitement here on this chip, and you just have this really cool background. The only thing I would recommend for your thumbnails here is I would give them a color consistency. Now, that might seem boring, but what happens is on the right-hand side, if you rank like number 7, 12, and 13, it's going to have this like matrix effect, and you're just going to pop out a lot greater, and people are going to know exactly it's your thumbnail. Honestly, I would not know if this was your thumbnail compared to this thumbnail compared to this thumbnail. It looks like 3 or 4 different companies. So I would find a way, you have great thumbnails, but I would find a way to have a lot more consistency with your thumbnails so that you're able to get a lot more residual clicks on suggested, because if you are the official channel and people love you, and they're going to click on you if they know it's your thumbnail. But a lot of times we're lazy. They may not look at the channel name. So I would be a lot more careful with branding and consistency of color. Another thing I would recommend is I would actually recommend trying to do a series of videos. For example, I would do something like gaming headphones, or gaming headphones under $50, and then do a series of 10 or 15 or 20 videos with gaming headphones under $50. And maybe you've already done that, but my second biggest piece of advice, besides making your thumbnails a lot more consistent, is to do a lot more series of videos. So instead of trying to rank for best headphones under $50 one time, you have 10 or 20 videos. And think of it basically, because of the honeymoon phase of a new video on YouTube, every 3 or 4 days, you're going to be ranking higher for that term. If let's say you put out 2 videos a week, you're going to rank higher for best gaming headphones under $50. So the more consistent you put out a series of content about $50 headphones, the more likely you are for some of these to pop virally, or for you to just consistently get like 50 or 100,000 views on these because you're always ranking for that term. So for a channel this big, 3 recommendations: consistent else, more series of bigger, broader topics, and then this banner is good in the fact that it's branding, but I would bring you to the scene, and I would have more of a visual of tech in what you review. Very, very good, amazing channel. You guys are killing it. And feel free to reach out to us if you want more in depth with us. We're happy to help you out. You're doing well. You probably don't need us, but we're always here for you. Ham Radio asks, I missed the first part of this. Will it be posted on your channel? Yes, we are going to keep this posted. It's going to be unlisted, so you can still click on the link how you got here, and we will keep this up for a while. All right, do you guys have any more questions for me? I'm going through a couple more audits. If you want me to audit your channel, I'm happy to. Go ahead and just let me know in the comments right now, and I can click a link to your channel and get that up. I'm down to 2 more channels. We also would love to answer your questions regarding vidIQ, how to use it, a specific tool. We're here to help you figure that out. I'm going to go to Damage Darts here now. Almost about to hit 100 subscribers. Congratulations. All right. So this looks really cool. You know, one channel I would recommend you focus on is learn from some of the masters. So Chad Wild Clay is a friend of vidIQ and a user of vidIQ. And this guy is a little bit good at the Nerf gun stuff. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to click on most popular videos. And I believe he has some of his biggest, most popular videos with Nerf guns. Could be wrong. Well, anyways, just check out his channel. He's really good at what he does. These thumbnails are amazing. And I think that you guys have already learned a lot. You have great thumbnails. And it looks like you're really focusing on Nerf mods. So I think you guys are doing very well. You're capturing Fortnite, you're capturing Nerf, you've got the drones, and you seem to have a lot of good production value. So good job for you. You ranked number 15 on this video for Nerf mods. That's really, really awesome. Couple of things about this video is I would probably make the pace. If you look at Dude Perfect and you look at Chad Wild Clay and you look at the production philosophies of these Nerf gun videos that have millions of views, there is one major thing you're missing: pace and speed. For example, they're probably in this first 30 to 40 seconds, I probably would have changed scenes every 2 to 3 seconds. Just boom, boom, boom. The camera coming down, it would be coming down quick. We're so ADD, 2018, that you just have to make stuff, the pace has to just be like you're running through a field, especially with Nerf and war type stuff, simulations. You just want this pace to be fast. And in the first 30 seconds or so, you actually want to show a kind of a recap clip of what's happening. You want to see someone getting pegged in the head with with a Nerf, well, maybe not in the head, but you want to see action. You want to see a lot of excitement, and you want to tease what the video is about. So you may even want voiceovers like, today we're going to learn how to mod Nerf guns, blah, blah, blah. Let's do this. And then in the background, you have all this just very fast paced Nerf war stuff happening. The actual, still shot of the gun itself. And I think your production value, everything you're doing is awesome. I just think it's very slow paced for your potential viewers. That would be my biggest recommendation to you. Another thing is, I'm not sure that Nerf mods is a huge term. So let's look at that. What you may want to do is you may actually want to do Nerf gun mods for beginners or Nerf mods for beginners, so that you start ranking higher for these bigger phrase terms. As a smaller channel, you have to find ways to rank high for bigger terms, and then eventually, you keep on using that Nerf gun mod or Nerf mod. Eventually, you'll start ranking better. But start looking for some of these lower hanging fruits. Nerf mod Coop 772. Regulator, mediator, long strike. So look for these specific things people are searching for and go make content around that. Phenomenal job. Really well done as far as a cinematic perspective goes. I would just take that pace up 1,000,000,000% and make it just energy. I would also add a lot of sound. You can use, there's a lot of sites out there that you can get copyright free sounds. I use something called artist.io, and you really want to just pump the energy up. I meant to say Nerf mod, not Nerf God. Yeah, and parkour and martial arts, this is really going to help sell your gun battles. So really, really well done. I am The Nerf God. All right, moving on. That got weird real quick, but we're moving on. All right, Jess. So I think I saw a question up here from you. I'm going to go back to it real quick. Specific question for my audit. Jeremy mentioned the precise subject matter for a channel. In my case, art allows YouTube to know what the channel is about, but I have a variety of topics. My question to you is, can you group this bigger philosophy of topics into a broader category? And let me give you an example. So when I was doing the channel strategy for Funimation and anime channel that we've helped get to over 2 million subscribers, they really wanted to focus on ranking for a specific anime like Dragon Ball Z. And we wanted to actually focus on the term free anime or free HD anime because we knew at the time there was a 10 times bigger demand for these broader terms. So my question to you is, could you find a term that really details the type of art you do, but not necessarily the art itself? So it can be pastels or crayons or chalk or computer digital drawing, but could you do something like how to draw the female body or how to draw the male body or how to, So my question to you is there a way to find a bigger theme for your content that people are searching for, like how to draw a dragon? Now, if you were teaching people how to draw dragons, you could do it you could do it on a computer, you could do it on pencil or watercolors or crayons. So, it's not about the art itself, it's about this bigger topic. I'm not telling you to go teach people how to draw dragons, but I'm saying, what is your how to draw a dragon? Figure out that bigger phrase. We call this the nested philosophy. And then go make a series of videos of, 20, 30, 50, 100 videos on that exact topic. And obviously they're going to all be different. You're going to have different types of art and different philosophies that you're teaching. But series, I think, will tie in the bigger thing. Now, if you're doing vlogging and you're also talking about baking a lot, and, then you're probably more of a vlog than you are a YouTube channel per se. And a vlog, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. It's just about the personality. And you have to develop your personality to a point to where people tell their friends and parents about their channel, and they get basically word of mouth, shares of their channel. So vlogs are way different. And in my opinion, they're really hard. You have to do a lot of collaborations, and you have to really touch, the heartstrings of your audience to get people to watch you. So you had luck with a large squeezy abstract. I'm going to see what that is. So yeah, you definitely have a lot of views. And you've done short films, you've done music, you've done art. So you're all over the place here. So this is what I'm going to say. You've obviously, you know what you're doing. You've got a lot of views. You've had a lot of success on your channel. If you want consistency, I like to say it's like a bricklayer laying one brick at a time. And each one of your bricks, each one of your videos, let's aim for 5 or 10,000 views. If you consistently were getting 5 or 10,000 views in every video you put up, 100 videos with 10,000 views is 1 million views. So you are getting, some of your videos are going to pop and they're going to do really well in music or art, but I would go to a philosophy of consistency and matching that passion with search intent so that you can just be more consistent. I would find a theme and a series, and I would attack that 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time, do whatever you want. Because honestly, there's no harm in it necessarily, but long term, if you get, I've seen this all the time, videos go viral on a channel that it's not about that thing. So, if people teach people how to make cakes and they go viral on a Britney Spears concert, that's just going to be weird for the channel. Honestly, it may not help long term. Short term, it may be cool. You may make $500 from AdSense, but long term, the way the candidate engine works and everything, I really would recommend focusing, unless you're a vlog. I want to start doing art news. Should I start a new channel? I mean, honestly, I would just focus on a channel. I don't think you have to start this channel over per se, but moving forward, I would just focus. So if it's art news, it's art news. I wouldn't look back on the channel. I would just move forward with a new series. All right. Well, that's all the audits I had today. Does anyone else have any questions for vidIQ, how to use the software? Is there anything particular you're having troubles with? How are you guys doing on the software so far? Have you tried our free 30-day boost trial? You can use the promo code webinar on checkout to get that. What is a good sign of channel growth? Damage starts. That is a phenomenal question. I will try to show you. Well, actually, you know what it is? The real answer is, are you starting to achieve your goals? It's so weird to me that a lot of creators don't actually have any comprehension of what success means. Let's just say if I was going to make a channel, like right now I have a test channel, but if I was going to actually take my channel, I teach people thumbnails, and I was going to take that serious. I would want to build an email list, or I would want to give people a free ebook, or I would want to funnel people into the vidIQ.com/Jeremy portal so I can get credit for, and helping spread the word of vidIQ and getting installs. I would find a actual very clear path to what success means as far as my YouTube channel goes. I don't necessarily, I think as long as your views and subscribers are going up every month, that's positive growth. I also think that channel growth is like a bell curve. So the first 0 to 10,000 subscribers could take years. One of the people that worked with me last year, Joe Scott, Answers with Joe, his first year or two was 10,000 subscribers. In the last 12 months, he's got almost 280,000 subscribers, maybe even more by now. So it's a bell curve, right? So it went from slow to really taking off. This channel, vidIQ, we're at almost 215,000 subscribers, and we started off really slow as well, and now we're starting to really ramp up, and we're getting a lot of subscribers every month now. So I would say is, first off, the real answer would be, are you starting to achieve your goals? Because views and subscribers don't really matter if you're not actually achieving what you set out to do making a YouTube channel. But then the secondary answer would be, as long as you're moving up and to the right every month on views and subs, you're good. And subbed Rent Car, I'm sorry, we do not speak your language, but hopefully we'll get more. I do believe we have tech support that can help you if you need to. And all right, doing a trade show in November. So Damage Darts, if you have anything specific on that or what you're looking to do there, feel free to let us know. Otherwise, I want you guys to have a phenomenal day. It was nice hanging out with you. And please feel free to join us again next week when you get that email. And we will definitely answer any questions you guys have like we did today. And you guys enjoy the rest of your video making day. Peace.